throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Parker. Lift off by Xavier Howard. Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! That's hard work.
What's good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and I'm joined by the Triple OG, Mr. Ballgame. I apologize for the tardiness because we got talking and just about draft stuff, about Sunday's game. We just got talking about Dolphin stuff, and we were just literally looking at scenarios. And the one thing that sucks, guys, is everyone wants to trade back this year. If we finish at 3, if we end up at 3. Problem is, we can't squeeze 2 first-rounders this year out of anyone because Jacksonville and the Jets are the only ones who have 2 firsts, and they both pick before us. So brutal. But Ballgame, what's good, homie? How are you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. You know, slow and easy, man. Just more and more frustrated though after watching the clips you sent me, man. Just we got to get better up front, man. There's no way in the world. I'm just sick and tired of hearing people talking about this kid, though, man, and putting all the blame on him and things of that nature. When if you look at what I've seen and what we've been breaking down or going to break down, it's not his fault at all. I mean, he missed some throws, but quarterback's gonna do that. But when you don't have any time, you ain't got no room to step up into your throws. You ain't got no time to process because the defenders are all over you. That is not on this kid, man. Y'all need to get y'all heads together. Figure out what you need. Figure out what y'all watching or how to watch it. And if you need somebody to show you what to watch, I'll come to you in your own sessions and help you understand how to break down film so you can see what we're seeing, because this ain't on the kid at all.
And guys, apparently, yeah, the word is true because everyone's blowing up right now. Ballgame, we got to address this. We'll address this quickly and we'll go back to what you're saying. The word on the street right now is Adam Gase is going to be fired. I believe what's his name? Sorry. Craig Carton. He's on WFan 101.9. And about 7 hours ago, basically he went live and he went on air and he basically was told that Adam Gase is going to be fired. Adam Gase is aware that he's going to be fired, and that Christopher Johnson has made it known internally that Gase is about to be let go. So okay, we were talking about, and this will probably segue right here. We're talking about other things that people will see here tonight. One of the things was the protection. Me and you lost talking about Penei Sewell. You make good points. You made them on Sunday about, are they going to hold on to Donald? I think he's talented enough where they might, but I think they're also the Jets, and I think that, I truly believe a new coach is going to come in and he's going to want his own guy. And I just think, like I was saying to you, I truly believe, and shout out to Rhino Sits for the $2 donations because Mr. Ballgame fins up. I truly believe Justin Fields is a better prospect than what, I believe he has a higher ceiling than what Sam Darnold did coming out of USC. When you add in the athleticism and how good of a passer he is, he can just do more things. He just needs to, he needs to go to a good situation, which, I mean, he's the Jets. I just want the Jets to take a quarterback. I don't care if it's a good situation or not. And
we need them to take a
quarterback. But I want to get your thoughts, Ballgame, on, can you just say this? And, let's leave out the Jets situation because, I mean, you saw me today, right, having the discussion in Twitter. You came in and you said, I see you still out here educating people. And, I mean, it was just about Tua, but I mean, today I was also past couple of days, since I made that Penei Sewell tweet that's gone a little bit viral in the Dolphins community. I've had to defend the whole tackle thing. can you just especially from what people are going to see today, just give your thoughts on the status of the offensive line and the current state of it in your mind right now?
If I had to grade our offensive line currently right now, I'd say we are at best on most given Sundays C-. And I'd say that because they're full of potential, but we lack what I consider to be core technique, core fundamental techniques in pass protection. We're not fundamentally or physically strong in terms of those kids that are up there. Other than Solomon Kinley, Kinley is a grown man, so but he ain't. He's out right now. Hunt, Kinley. Hunt, Jackson. Yeah, they're not strong, bro.
Even I don't think Flowers is that strong.
Yeah, I thought
and Flowers isn't strong at all either.
Oh well, that's a turnstile. Yeah. He's a turnstile right now for me. And I hope and I don't want him. I hope if he's listening, I'm not bashing you, sir. You know what I'm saying? But I have to go off of truly what I'm watching on tape, and I'm watching you catch guys as opposed to wreck guys. You know what I mean? And in that instance, you're giving up way more than you should be. And I think it's just because you're not fundamentally as strong as the guys you're facing, which is a problem right in the center of our offensive line. So I think a lot of, and I was hoping that over the course of the year, you know what I'm saying, from where we started to where we are now, we would be progressively better. But I think we flatlined, bro. Like I legitimately, if we're not in empty sets, it is atrocious.
Yeah.
And we have the hardest time picking up TE, ET, you know what I'm saying, and any other type of stunt that is presented to us. And stunts are taught on varsity in high school.
Yeah.
You're taught then how to pick those up. So I don't understand. It just not computing to me. I'm having a hard time understanding how professionals, right, are having this much of a struggle with basic O-line blocking.
Mm-hmm. Like even Flowers, brother. Like there's a rep where and to pick up the stunt, all he's got to do is use his wingspan and basically fill the gap with his wingspan. And basically, you're going to get a hand on the guy, or you're going to divert him to go around the wingspan. You give Tua more time, and instead, it's just like he just puts his hand out there.
Yeah,
and it's like, what are you doing, man?
It's like the ball is snapped, and they immediately go into
yeah.
Which way they go? You know what I'm saying? Instead of the rule, step inside. Mm-hmm. Arc around, move as one. I mean, because in truth, if you're far enough away, if when you step and make your first move, if that puts you outside of arm reach of the guy next to you,
mm-hmm.
then you've already allowed the defender room to get past you. And we'll see on a lot of the clips, they open the door, and you never open it, especially inside. Hell, if somebody gonna come all the way around through the back door, that's different. But you don't let them through the front door.
Yeah,
you know, and I mean, I coached offense for a while, but then I switched over to defense. I always found it interesting that a lot of people didn't. Most people that defended my guys when we came at them, they shored up the middle, the inside. We had to come from the outside to get to their quarterback, and it was the toughest thing to get to because by that time the kids got to come all the way around to get there. The quarterback got the ball and gone. Hell, we letting people right up. Come on, man.
Well, hold on a sec.
It's crazy.
Hold on a sec.
What happened?
Rhino sis, are you trolling people right now about Gailey, or are you being serious right now? I need you to let me know. Because this man is out here like making some bold claims. I need to hear stuff, Rhino says, because he's talking about Gailey right now.
What are you saying? Gailey leaving? Gailey staying? What? OC of the year?
Oh, okay. OC of the year. Yeah, I don't know about that one, brother. And Rhino, I need answers here. Yeah, I did cap. Me and him are going to talk about that. There's a couple interesting things we're going to talk about regarding what Gailey said today. Oh, he's trolling. Yo, don't be doing that, bro. Don't get my hopes up, bud. All right. You got me all thrown off, Rhino. You got me all thrown off. Guys, we're gonna get another 10 minutes for everyone to roll in. Damien, what happened was Rhino was like out here saying that he heard Gailey was gonna get fired or whatever.
Nah.
So I need to see visual proof.
Hey, was how you pronounce this name? I want to make sure I say it right. It's Yahweh Bula. Hey,
yeah.
She said he or she. I can't make out. I can't make out whether that's a guy or a girl. But they said we should hire you, BallGame. You know what? I don't. There's a lot of foolishness that in football that I just don't agree with. So you know what I'm saying, it's probably best that I go into somebody situation as a consultant or something.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, taking a full-time job, not me, man, because it'd be a lot of people fired under my watch, man.
I'm here. I'm available to hire, and BallGame can be my consultant.
Yeah,
he can sit there, and I'll Zoom him from home, and he can get paid.
You can't get the job done. You up out of there.
So here's the thing with the offensive line. This is my frustration. I don't think people on Twitter, especially, or Facebook, I see it. I don't really see it on YouTube as much, but I see it on Twitter and Facebook. They don't realize how much Penei Sewell will fix things. Hunt kicks inside. You can now afford to get rid of that $10.5 million contract because Kinley's already shown he improves Austin Jackson tremendously in run sets. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't need Flowers. If people did not realize how good the run game became without Flowers, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So move that off because we can allocate that 10.5 somewhere else. And then BallGame, if we can find that good communicator, okay, that smart, high aptitude, athletic, good quick feet, strong base anchor, ain't afraid to go to the second level center, all of a sudden this line I think is going to go from, middling to, we got a real serious issue for defensive coordinators scheming against.
I'm sorry, bro. And
because you'll be hold on. I just want to say, can you just tell the people how key is the center on picking up stunts?
Oh, it's the catalyst of the whole process. Without that piece of the communication piece, you might well just be up there and just, just hold you. As soon as the ball is high, just hold your hands up and let people through because he sets all the protections.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is that Karras can set as many protections as he wants. He's just not strong enough to actually engage and hold them.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch the snaps and the guy in the gap is directly engaging him, he's 3 yards deep before he actually even gets a chance to actually even get his base set. Like snap, the ball is snapped, he's already in retreat mode. You can't win like that. And then that affects Tua and his drops. He can't even get to the top of his drops and even get into his reads before. Got to pull it down and run. Try to find something. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. People, y'all need to knock it off. And I had high hopes for this, but right now, Flowers stealing money. He's stealing money.
Yeah, that man should grand larceny, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he should be writing a check back to the Miami Dolphins at the end of the season. Like, hey, you know what? I didn't earn this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Donate it to the community.
We're screwed, bro. Back.
Is Penei Sewell taking what's the move? Reason BallGame. So me and BallGame were talking about this. We want to trade back. I mean, I want a Laramie Tunsil type of haul because I think he's going to be better than Laramie Tunsil. The problem is there's the only team with multiple seconds is Jacksonville. So you could say, okay, I want your first next year. I want your 21st because they have a second first, right?
Yeah.
I want your 21st. I want your 2 firsts, and I want a first next year. I mean, that's what you could say to Jacksonville. Now Jacksonville walks away with Trevor Lawrence and Penei Sewell. Or you handcuff me more and say, hey, because you're not giving me another first this year, I want 3 firsts because it's Jacksonville and what they're trying to do with that pick. Well, no, not because Penei's gone. Penei's gone. Yeah. So your problem is here's my thing. This is where we talked about. So you got to trade back.
It's a horrible place to be.
Yeah, but now sorry, I don't know what the hell I was talking about right there. I flip everything I said about Penei Sewell, just put Justin Fields in place. That's what we were talking about. We're talking about you got to find a quarterback needy team. And I was telling BallGame, you basically got to sell them on the fact that, okay, Justin Fields is going to be the ATL successor. You got to hope said team doesn't want Zach Wilson from BYU. And then you say Fields is a successor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then to Matt Ryan in Atlanta because Fields is from Georgia. And then you got to try, and then you do what I just, you try and get, the problem is the Jets are the one with the other first, but that first is way late.
Way late. It's Seattle's first. They're going to screw us, man. Like, you have to just think about who it is. It's the Jets, man. They're not going to do this right. They're not going to go and get another guy, you know what I mean, to sit behind Darnold, which they probably should.
Yeah.
They're gonna stick it to us, man. They're gonna go get the kid that everybody is saying we should get. And everybody know that's what the plan is. If you've been sleeping under a rock for the last 9, 12 months, then now's the time to wake up.
No, you know what you gotta hope? You gotta hope Gase and Douglas get fired.
Yeah.
Because if the GM is gone,
then the whole
then it's what it is. Or guys like me and BallGame were talking about, just watch what the Jets do this offseason. If the Jets start making a bunch of O-line moves,
problem is Douglas likes Darnold.
Yeah, but if they start making O-line moves, because they need a receiver just as well. They could go take Devontae Smith. They could take Jamar Chase. They could take. I'm just saying.
Let's hope they take Chase.
You know what I'm saying? Hoping they take Chase. So before we get guys, we're gonna give it a few more minutes before we get into it too. Here's the thing.
I hate it, man.
What do you mean?
I hate it right now because it's the Jets right in front. I mean, it could be any other team in the league, and I would be a lot more comfortable. But it's that organization that holds our fate right now in terms of getting this cornerstone for this offensive line for this kid.
Yeah. Tombstone, how big is Swell? He's 6'6", 330. And like I said, he's 19 right now, but he'd be 20 by the draft. And he played his first offensive snap at Oregon at the age of 17.
Yep.
Let's go. And then even if Douglas stays, he might not go Penei. I'm praying, but he had a good draft last year, so he might not. All right, before we get into things, man, I wanted to ask you this. Let's go over this. Okay, so when you look at the whole Chan Gailey situation right now it was clear Fitz got, I've gone over this yesterday. It was a totally different game in terms of play calling when Fitz came in. It was just, way more spread out. So let's go over right now just a couple things that happened today. So just from Barry Jackson. So Barry Jackson reported this today, guys, if you didn't see. Chan Gailey declines to say if he expects to return in 2021. And he says only thinking about the Buffalo Bills. And then there was just a couple interesting little tidbits that came through. Obviously I've been on record. If they're hiring since day one, if they're hiring in-house, I think it's going to be the tight ends coach, Grizz Godsey. But y'all already know I troll, but I also mean to an extent. Give me the Steve Sarkisian. Well, shout out to one of our mods, Tilly. She dropped a little interesting, a little interesting tidbit, a little interesting excerpt from a Sarkisian piece, and I showed BallGame it, and he was like, "Oh, that's interesting." So Sarkisian sees himself being successful in wherever he decides to pursue in life, but he made one thing clear: he still wants to coach Tagovailoa. I'd like to coach him forever, but that's the nature of our business. So, I mean, it goes without saying, I hate to be the troll right now. I really do, but I mean, it goes without saying. Y'all already know what time it is. You can go get that merch right now. Actually, that's Sarkisian for offensive coordinator. I mean, if it happens and you're one of the first with merch out there, how like balling are you going to look right now? So you can grab that merch at teespring.com/stores/Finside the NFL. But yeah, ball game. I mean, you let's talk about that. Me and you have talked about this privately. I've said it publicly, but me and you have talked about it privately. I'm of the belief that it was only a 2 to 3 year plan with him to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
If you've listened to the Zooms, he's actually even said that, if Fitzy wasn't here, it doesn't look like, and he literally called him Fitzy. He doesn't know if he would have even come back, right? So,
Right.
what do you think about the offensive coordinator position heading into next year? Because even Chan Gilly himself seems unsure.
To be honest with you, I think it was always the plan to just bring him back, provide the foundation for the scheme, and then allow someone else to build it into their own.
Mm-hmm.
I think the unfortunate thing for them right now was the fact that they got, obviously, like everything else, cut short of the off the field preseason stuff. You know what I mean? To get somebody up. But I think he's comfortable with the guys around him. So I don't see why, if he doesn't have a desire to be here long term anyway, then you might well go ahead and start fresh with your new guy next year. But I believe it'll be somebody internal. I don't think they'll necessarily go. Man, Nick already paid off his debt to us, man. Ain't no bad blood between us and Nick Saban at this point, man. Me
and BallGame were talking about that before we went live. I know a lot of you Dolph fans are really mad at him and still hold ill will, but you got to realize it's a different regime. It's a different owner right now.
Yeah.
And, they're actually next to Belichick. They have one of the best relationships in the NFL with Saban and Alabama right now.
Yeah. So we passed that. I forgave. Listen, me personally, I forgave Nick Saban a year after he left, because I was like, you know what, I get it, man. Some guys just ain't cut out for being an NFL coach. Some guys flourish at being in college. So hey, I'm not mad at the man for not wanting to put up with the, these overpaid prima donnas in the NFL when he can go down there and build a dynasty in Alabama. I'm okay with that. So I get it. As a coach, the only thing you want to see is success, man. So at whatever level it is for him, that's, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him going back to do what he does the best. I ain't holding no grudges to that man. I just thought that maybe he would have stuck it out a little longer. But like I said, as a coach, former coach, still coach at heart, I get it. So I hold no ill will. Y'all shouldn't either. Hell, he the pipeline now. He gonna give you all the inside scoop on every Alabama player that we take. So,
yeah. Why do you think he was why do you think Flores was so excited when he saw? Because he knew he saw what I saw in my evaluation, something I had to put on my big board here, and he was like, "Yo, this man, it needs to go down." So yeah. All right, BallGame, are you ready to get into this stuff?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
So guys, you're gonna want to stick around after, because we're gonna have a little bit more context for everything in terms of some numbers for you guys to look at, just some stats, some new stuff. I know everyone yesterday was loving the QBA. I don't know if you saw that BallGame when I did the QBA, the QBB thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I know a lot of people like that. So we got a couple other things for you guys to look at after we're done here going through the film. But BallGame.
Yes, sir.
Let's hop into this, brother.
Let's get it.
And guys, can you tell them what you were telling me before we went live in terms of anyone who sees this and if they come away blaming this kid?
Yeah, you really got to take a real hard look at yourself then and get over your hate for the kid. So that's really what it comes down to at that point. You're just hating. Maybe he beat your team in college and just embarrassed you there or something. But from what we see and what I'm watching, you can't put any of this on the kid. Obviously, he's gonna miss a couple throws here and there, but that's to be expected. But with no time and the lack of any continuity up front in regards to the blocking effort from this O-line, you can't even begin to point a finger at the quarterback.
Yeah.
So he's not Superman. I mean, he's still a kid, still learning the game, grown man's game now at this point. And these Raiders didn't do him no favors. Trust me when I tell you, they got after him. So.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Can we just talk about this before we get into it? A lot of people don't realize, okay, he came back, but Belichick had a very good scheme against him, but he came back and he made it work, okay? But Belichick kind of stifled him, right? Okay, we get why the Rams one happened because all the rust, first game in like 11 months, he was rehabbing the whole time, whatever, okay? If you look at this ball game, the three coordinators he's had bad, I guess, not bad, but like he hasn't blown the world away in passing games. And I want you to talk about this, my friend. Is who? It's Bill Belichick, right?
Yep.
It's Vic Fangio, and then it's Marinelli,
right?
Rob Marinelli. So can I ask you, like, these aren't, Rod Marinelli, Bill Belichick, and Vic Fangio.
Three of the greatest defensive minds still
take it away, ball game. Go ahead, take it away.
They are by far three of the greatest defensive minds we still have active in the National Football League today. So, if he was going to struggle against anyone, I definitely expected to be against those gentlemen because they've been around and doing it at an extremely high level for a long time. And what they do better than anything else is know how to manufacture pressure and confuse quarterbacks. Even some of the more seasoned quarterbacks, they still have the ability to do that as well. So for this kid to be able to go out and take down Bill Belichick's defense the way he did a week ago, that tells me everything I need to know about Tua. Now, the Broncos situation, that's a little different. I could contribute that to a lot of other things as well. He didn't have a really good showing, but it is what it is. Like, you're still dealing with what I consider to be the juggernauts of defense. So,
well, I think Fangio, and correct me if I'm wrong, ball game, I think Fangio and Marinelli have more talent to work with than what Belichick has right now.
Well, yeah. That's definitely a part of the process that they're all dealing with. But at the end of the day, we all know that Belichick takes guys that most teams wouldn't even think of putting on their teams, and he turns them into guys that have long-lasting careers and household names. So talent to him is a little different. That mind is still great at what it does, and unfortunately, he can't translate most of that over to offense because it looks like Cam Newton is officially done in the NFL as a starter too. So, but then that's an whole other story.
Didn't see that coming. Anyways, I had people out here trying to say, oh, Cam's going to be the best quarterback in the AFC East. And I was out here showing people analytics, stats. I was literally showing people, I was the one on Twitter and on YouTube that broke down the impact Christian McCaffrey had on Newton since his MVP season.
Yeah.
And it was like clear as day. Like who's, and come on, man. So anyways.
Check down Charlie.
Yeah, check down Charlie, buddy. All right, so let's get it rolling, brother. All right, so right here we got 11-man personnel. We got two receivers. They're going to be stacked to the right. Hollins to the left and Ahmed to his right in the shotgun. Let's get it started here. And what people are going to see here is Grant's going to motion out of the stack. And I wanted to point this out, too, before did you notice, ball game? They didn't use that sweep motion a lot. They kept them honest with it once later on in the game when they gave it to Grant.
Right.
But they didn't really use it as much as we've seen in past weeks either. So we didn't see a lot of empty sets. We didn't see as much empty sets. I just don't, sorry, we didn't see a lot of up tempo. We didn't see a lot of empty sets. We didn't even see this motion being used a lot. I don't know, man. I don't like, I don't know, man.
I think for me, man, whenever we see these sets or sets similar to this, this indicates to the defense, one, that the blocking assignments aren't over the top complicated. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you got a tight end attached, mm-hmm. right, that actually gives the tackle a false sense of protection. Yeah, it gives them a false sense of security. If everything is empty, and spread out, then that guy knows without a shadow of doubt, I got to take my step in and I got to arc around and now I can create the pocket. But with that tight end there, that tight end is there to block, or even if he just late and releases late, that tackle is thinking differently, and I think that's a problem. I think these guys need to work from empty to compressed sets,
Yeah.
but figure out how to do that and still take the same mindset, the same blocking mindset down to the other formations that they present, because everything that we do that's not empty, it has very limited
and you'll see later on, I'll point it out because there were a few times, I think there were 2 or 3 times, you guys will see unique empty set wrinkles we haven't seen yet since Tua's been the starter, and one of them was an empty set, and what they did was on the left side they had 3, but it was 12 men. They had 2 tight ends on that side. They had Smythe and Gesicki, and the thing is, with Smythe, they made it look like he was going to block. He got a hand on the blitzer, but then he went out into a route, and if he would have actually laid the block there, Tua would have had a ton of time. We'll get into it later, but that you're talking about that. There's an example of where they could have fixed that. Tell Smythe, block there.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're showing 5, but we show a wrinkle with the 5 because it's too tight to the left, but they are lined up and they report. So you know what I mean? It's not like they're, down in a stance as like a wing back or a slot back, right? So
yeah, exactly.
We'll see it later when we get to there. But anyways, okay, so here you go. We got 11-man personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the right, Hollins to the left, Ahmed is to his right, and they're in the shotgun. And we're gonna see here, Grant is gonna motion out of that stack. All right, and then if you pause it right here, all right, he has Bowden right here on the deep post. If he makes the throw, you got the room here. You just lead him over the shoulder right here. You place the ball. He has the throw, but his eyes are surveying the middle. And then you know who this is, right? That's Raekwon. So you touch that over Raekwon. But the thing is, watch. What's he gonna do? He's gonna hesitate, double pump, and he takes off. And that's what ends up happening. He shovels it dangerously to Smythe. And he loves this shovel, man. We've seen this shovel so many times in the starts. I'm not a fan of it. But I'll bring it back for you, BallGame, because go off. What were you going to say?
No, I was just thinking, like, when you see at the very start, right? So count it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Like, you got to anticipate that post right there, bro.
Yeah. So 3 Mississippi, he's at the top
that's
of the
out.
route.
That's got to be out.
Bang, it's got to be gone. Yeah.
And see the double pump? Watch it real time. Watch the ball in his hands, BallGame. Watch, he does the double pump instead. And that double pump is where you got like make the throw before the double pump and you're good. Watch. What are you doing? You know what I mean? That you missed. So that is a missed read, guys. But I think he only has like 2 missed reads the whole game. He has like 2 missed throws and 2 missed reads the whole game. Right. So here's another angle where you go, and again, it's that shovel. You got to make the Bowden throw because you guys are going to see here the protection does hold up. Look at it. Protection holds up. All right. And I don't like that shovel, BallGame. I'm not a fan of this shovel shit, bro.
I just think that was more so just so he didn't take the lick.
Yeah. Oh, no, I agree. But they're dangerous, man. Every time he's shoveling, like Smythe, whether it's in like the red zone or there, like, it's, it's always tight with a man in a tight window. It's crazy. So we got an empty set. We got 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And yeah, okay. So I want you guys to watch Gaskin down here because he's gonna have him on the stab route, right? And basically a stab route, guys, is almost like a slant, and then you sit at the top of the slant instead of continuing across the middle. So he's gonna have him on the stab route. And you're gonna see this a couple times. So what they do right here is he's running a stab, and then everyone else is running whatever they gotta run. And so he's gonna have Gaskin on stab route and forward too. But again, he decides to take off once more. And the coverage is actually really good beyond the second level is what you'll see here. So let's watch the play. I just think this is another example of him not trusting the protection. I don't know why. So as you see, it's really tight there. The coverage is really good at the second level, right? Once you start going there. But look at the stab routes. They're they're sitting there wide open. That's an easy completion. I think this is the better completion because of the space. This is a tougher one because he could crash on it. So, I think he needs to make the read on the play. I think, but he looked it off so quick instead of climbing that he just takes off to the gap where he could have reset his feet. And he twitches his head back to the left and bam. I just don't think he overly trusts the protection. What did you think of that play, BallGame? You're muted, brother.
Yeah, my bad. I think. Well, I know without a shadow of a doubt, that's the biggest issue right now at this point. He don't trust that old line, and I wouldn't either.
You see how wide open those stabs are, though, brother?
Yeah. But the problem is he can't process those without looking at what's coming right up the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, look.
Didn't even look. He didn't even look at Gaskin.
No, I would. I mean, like it's hard to look down.
And he doesn't like this. And he doesn't like this, guys.
So that guy, so that guy can drive on it. That guy could easily drove. Nah, I don't know. I just think that the first thing for a quarterback is believing in the protection. And if you watch it, they sent right. This is more like a 1-4. There was like a 1-4-6. There's 4 linebackers up there, but in the same sense, they send more than just those. They sent 3. So you got look at this. Look at it, and look at the backside.
Just climb that right there, BallGame.
Yeah.
You like.
So he's looking at it. He didn't even.
But look at you. You both know Gaskin's over here on the left side, wide open, bro.
Right.
With a bunch of space to make a play, he doesn't even look it.
Yeah. I mean, but
it is what it is, man.
He'll get those.
Yeah, he will. He will.
Yeah.
But there was time. I just don't think he trusts this, man. I mean, they had 13 pressures again this week. We've had games where 18 pressures, 20 pressures, so 16 pressures. So since he's been a starter. So I just don't think he's trusting things right now, BallGame.
I wouldn't either, man.
So we got 12-man personnel. We got 2 to the right, including Gesicki, and Hollins is to the left. 2 is in the shotgun. Ahmed's to his right. And this is just a simple screen pass, minimal gain. And this is going to be a terrible job by the left side of this job.
Yep.
Yeah, watch this. It's lazy. It deads the play real quickly. And you know what it is? The defenders of the Raiders just work harder. And that's what it comes down to. Look at this, okay? Here's the screen breaking out, guys. Right now, look at this. All right? Watch what happens. Like, what happened there, Eric? Like, oh my God!
And that's the center and the left guard. But look at the space in between them when they take off.
Oh, it's better for you, right?
Yeah, watch. It's Karras, right? Karras and Flowers. And
I think Davis gets over there too.
Was it Davis? Oh yeah, okay. No,
it's Karras, and then now Davis releases.
Look at him. Look at him,
Davis releases.
Yeah,
right?
but
They got 3.
I'm not even blaming Davis.
No, it's these 2 that blow it though.
Yeah, look at how far apart they are, right? When they're supposed to be providing a wall, right? So they open the door for the defender to get through.
He's beat.
Like there's no way Flowers can believe that he's athletic enough. He's
beat.
Yeah. Neither of those guys can believe that they're athletic enough to be able to get out there and defend skilled players like that on their own. They're supposed to be building that wall together. Those guys should have to run around them to get to the guy getting the ball.
One more time, BallGame.
But they put themselves in one-on-one position, and you're going to get beat. Look. Where did he arc to? It's horrible, man. Horrible. Who is the O-line coach? Fire him. Richmond, if you're listening, bro, they need you in Miami, bro. Like, real talk, man. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Every week, man, it's the same stuff, bro. Like, come on, man. Even I remember in JV ball, the first thing when we was going to run a screen, we used to tell the guys, hey, if you can't touch the guy that's leaving with you, you're too far out. You're too far out. Yeah. Because we want to make sure that the defenders have to run around you to get to the ball carrier. If you two space, if there's space enough that y'all can't touch each other, then that's enough space for somebody to get in between y'all. Like, come on, man, it ain't rocket science. It's football. And this dude took off like he ain't have like he ain't have no care in the world. Oh, I'm going to get this guy and then completely missed him. It's one thing if you get downfield. I'm sorry for rambling, but
no, go ahead, go off,
Look how much money we paying this dude, man.
Yeah,
for him to go out there and just whiff. No, better yet, he didn't even whiff. You hitting the guy after the guy's already juked you, you already know in your mind he's athletically inclined more than you. So at the very least, hold your water till your help get there. Now y'all move up the field together. But no, let me go take it on my own. And then get the play blown up. Horrible, man.
People thought I was being facetious when I said give me a 6 or 7 just to get rid of that $10.5 million.
Oh, man. Jesus.
I'm just saying, man.
Send him home. Let him go, man. Send him somewhere, please.
He's terrible as a tackle. He was okay last year at Washington, but he was okay to the point where they didn't decide they were going to re-up him.
Yeah, I'm just mad. Right.
And they're the ones, and BallGame, they're the ones who converted him to guard. Yeah. And remember, they're the same team that converted who I think Hunt's comp is, Brandon Schreff from right tackle to right guard, and they turned him into a Pro Bowl guard. You know what that tells me? They saw Eric Flowers and they said, no, it's not a Pro Bowl guard.
Mm-hmm. Sick of it, man. Every week.
Freaking me, like, if we're gonna pay anyone ridiculous money on the offense, it's got to be the quarterback and the offensive line. That's it. Like, literally, that's it. Those are the only positions I'm paying ridiculous money.
And you need to be able on a consistent basis to see your money working for you. This dude gives us nothing. Week in and week out, nothing. But yeah, you got my guy sitting on the bench. I'd rather see Dieter. I'd rather see Dieter out there.
Yo, you ever heard of Ocean's 11, bro?
Yeah, man.
I'm about to call Eric Flowers Ocean 75, bro. All right.
It's horrible, man.
Oh, I can't stand that jabroni play, bro. And it gets worse, guys. That isn't the last you'll see of Eric Flowers today. Yeah. All right, so we got 11-man personnel. Trips are to the right. 2 is in the shotgun. Gaskins to his left. And you're going to see here, guys, Isaiah Ford, he's going to motion out right. He's going to motion from out wide right to the inline. And then he's going to go back into the middle of the trip set, right into the slot there. Boom. And then Tua, this is a good throw. Mm-hmm. This is actually a very good throw, guys. He throws this very confidently. And I'm going to pause it to show you guys something here, okay? Watch this. All right? Look at that ball is coming out right now, guys. Look at his motion. Look at where he's throwing to right now with Jakeem. It's going right here, okay? And that's a curl route that he ran. Look at the coverage, guys. Tua trusts his arm and placement in basically almost triangle coverage here. I mean, you can at least say he's bracketed, but, I mean, it's almost triangle. But anyways, you know, the defender is only a step and a half BallGame underneath this route right here.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. And look at the throw is bam. There it is. Makes a man miss. And there you go. Like, if you actually, that's a good throw. That is a very, very good throw. So that's why I don't want to hear about people saying he does not trusting tight windows. Look at this. Look at this throw. That's a good throw. That's a confident throw.
So you giving us the positive. Tua did what he needed to do to get that throw out. It was a great throw. Stepped into it. Great velocity on the ball, getting it to Grant. Now watch the bad. The whole left side of the line just caves in.
Oh, there goes Jackson.
Jackson's gone across the face.
Yo, Jackson just got beat across the face and smacked across the face like that linebacker was a pimp.
Take it back. Take it back. Roll it back a little bit.
Smack him. Bro, he smacks him when he goes across his face BallGame.
Watch his kick step, right? So now here's the problem. Now, if he step inside first and then go to engage him, he might have had a chance. But he steps automatically outside and opens the door. Well, look at
this.
Now I got you. Now I got you on your heels, right? Yep. You're retreating. So all I got to do is deke you now. I'm going to give you an outside move and I'm coming across your face. Watch.
Boom.
Way to go. Look at that. Plant and go. Where he learned that at, I have no idea. But I've seen it before. And USC didn't fix it. Same thing we said.
And look at look at Hunt on the right side. Oh my God, bro! Did you just use the word whiff?
Yeah. Hunt
watch. And this is why I say Hunt doesn't have the hands, guys. Too when I talk about not just the feet, I say his hand placement is a lot good. Watch this. Hand placement. You got to get your hands on the guy to place them, bro. Max Crosby, just dominated, showed up a lot this game.
Yeah.
He knew
who he was playing against.
Let's watch some of the God view, as I like to call it, from the goalpost view, brother.
It's even worse.
Who do we want to watch?
Pick
your poison right now.
Well, give him Jackson and then give him Hunt. And you tell me anyone out there in fan land right now watching, how this kid's supposed to be able to work with under these conditions? It'd be like you going to your job and getting harassed every day by snag or two stink dude that come in off the street. He's supposed to be in your office.
Look at how good. Look at this anchor and this base right now by Jackson, bro.
Crushed.
Where are you going with that?
By a smaller, faster defender, and Hunt over here like, which way did he go?
Oh man, Tua's walking thank God I got it out, guys. That's a problem. You look at the next gen stats weekly. It would be nice because a lot of people don't realize, Tua has this. I believe it's if I get it correct right here. Well, I know it's one thing. Tua and Fitz have the highest aggression rate, tight window throws. Yeah, in the NFL this season right now. Yeah. And the question a lot of people are asking is, why are they having this? Because that's the thing. If it's one quarterback, that's fine, but it's a consistent theme.
Right.
So, why is separation not being created where both guys aren't suffering from it?
No, they're not separating because we don't have separators. And they're both suffering from it because they have to get the ball out so fast that a lot of the throws are going to be contested because the defenders aren't being forced to actually get into any form of turning or bailing. All they're doing is backpedaling. But most of them slow walking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So here you go. Can I just say this for you, bro? Sorry. So here are your top 5 aggression rates in the NFL right now. Number 1, Mike Glennon for Jacksonville. So he hasn't even had a lot of snaps. 23.4%. Tua Tagovailoa is number 2 in the NFL with a 22.8% aggression rate. Ryan Fitzpatrick, though, is right behind him at number 3 with a 21.7. Joe Burrow has a 21.5, and Nick Foles has a 20.8. So don't sit here and tell us that Tua's not throwing into tight windows like Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't. Even the simple throws are in tight windows.
Yeah.
That's what people, and when you get a guy who gets a step or two and has a whole bunch of green in front of him, a la Jakeem Grant, he bobbles the freaking football. I can't wait till we show people that ball game because it was even more disgusting when I saw it on the All-22, bro. On that high cam, I was like, bro, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, we'll get there. But bro, these are the facts. This guy has the second highest aggression rate in the NFL, and the only person in front of him right now is Mike Glennon, who doesn't have as many snaps as Tua does. Tua has almost 100 more attempts than Glennon does right now. Glennon has 137 attempts. Tua has 232. And Fitzpatrick has 267. So look at how similar there are. They're only 1.1 off each other. And one's a rookie, and the other one's a 16-year vet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, ball game. This is, and people who have been watching us consistently week in and week out. This is a legitimate issue.
It is, very much so.
This is why you either got to give me a stout offensive line that's going to give my guy 3 seconds, or you got to give me a whole bunch of separators.
Yep, I'm with you.
And Panay Sewell gets us a wall way quicker, I think, than what separators. Because if you just add a center, all of a sudden Hunt's kicked into guard where I think he can be a Pro Bowl or All Pro. I don't think he can be that at tackle.
Get your money back. Get your money back from Flowers.
Yep. Kinley is going to continue to and he's going to continue to grow and build. And I think that kid's going to be a Pro Bowler. You know, just in past sets, especially with pulling, he hasn't been the same because of his foot. But in run sets, he was really, really good. Jackson, I think he's going to get better because of Kinley. Right. And then I think we are a lot closer to having the wall of an offensive line than we are with Panay in reach than we are having the receivers we want or we think are ideal for this offense right now. Right. Now we'll get Albert Wilson back, who's one of those guys, but that's one guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? DVP battles injuries every year. Preston gets hurt every year. So this is a legitimate issue. We need like 3 or 4 guys, bro. You know what I mean? Including Wilson. So anyways, let's continue on here. This is, I'm just saying, guys, that's the reasoning right now. So anyways, here we go. We got an empty set now, and we got 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And this is simple. Tua's just going to hit Gesicki on the quick slant over the middle. Easy completion, short gain. And I want you to watch Jesse Davis here. Nassib just drives him back. Look at this on that bull rush. Look at even the vet is. Look at that. Look where he ends up.
Man, when you're a yard and a half in front of the drop of the quarterback, you know you just got your ass kicked. I'm sorry.
BallGame, this guy gets to the top of his drops and there's someone in his face.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to get you demonetized, but he just got his kicked.
No, you can say it. This ain't for kids.
Yeah, got his ass kicked.
You can say that. No, you can say that.
Just watch. Just
watch F-bombs. I mean, you can say them, but you can say anything else, bro.
This ain't baseball, bro. Why he playing catcher?
Unbelievable, man.
Like, oh my god.
All right, BallGame, you ready for it?
Yeah, man.
Are you actually ready for it, though? Guys in the chat, are you ready for it?
Not really.
Here's the Grant bobble. All right? Here is the Grant bobble, okay? So you got 11-man personnel, trips a bunch to the left, 1 on the right. 2 is in the shotgun, Gaskins to his right. And this is a good play call because basically what they're going to do is they're going to motion Grant out of the bunch to the left on the right side. They're going to make it doubles on each side. And they're going to stack them, I believe, if they do. Yeah, they stack them, right? So, this is about to look worse on tape than the broadcast, guys. Again, all-22 is the truth. We are going to go over this a few times, I'm sure. So I just want to say, realize something right now. Tua picks up the blitz that's coming here, okay? You know what Tua sees? This middle's vacated. Jakeem's coming on a drag. He's saying they're vacating all this, guys. Look what I have down here. Look at this coverage. I am going to have a whole bunch of stuff if Jakeem catches the football, all right? So this is actually a good throw, a good read. This is Tua seeing what's coming at him, and he makes – look at this. All right, hold on, it gets worse.
Oh, Lord.
Look at this. He trips, guys.
Oh, he running. That's touchdown.
Look at this.
There's no way guy getting over there from the hash. He's
Look
already.
At this.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Jakeem Grant, I will say it. It feels like I'm telling you this weekly. You are your own worst enemy. It is incredible to watch the chances. You know how many this man would legit have 4 or 5 touchdowns in this offense under Tua Tagovailoa. But I don't know what's going on with this guy. So let's watch it one more time. Again, you see the motion. And again, Tua recognizes blitz is coming here. It's all vacated. And look at this. Look at this. Release. Look at this. Oh, my God.
It's horrible.
Look at this. And they even trip. And this guy can't catch the football.
Absolutely horrible.
And look at Jakeem. Watch him. Hits the ball while she's like, like, okay, Jakeem. Yeah, you're right. You did mess up, bud. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Jakeem Grant anymore.
Ain't nothing to say at this point. I mean, I'm done. I'm
Except
done.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope you
done.
enjoyed the unemployment line.
I'm done with the whole process of making excuses for this guy, man. Like, I legitimately thought at one point for him coming out of Texas Tech and playing out there on the outside and things of that nature that he would actually be able to convert some of that to the NFL. But at this point right now, man, he's just a fast dude with no hands. Glorified kick returner. That's really it.
And can I say this? If a ball game, not only are we talking about a different game, is Tua still in the game if he makes that throw?
Yeah. You manufacture points. Ain't nobody pulling you, bro. If you can manufacture points, ain't nobody pulling you. So,
I'm just saying,
it's a drive killer.
And I believe that would have brought us ahead in the game. I think.
Yeah.
At that point. All right, so we got empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, and we're gonna pause it right here, guys. Look at that coverage; it's good downfield right now. Okay,
no separators.
Nothing is. So what you're gonna see is Tua just says, "Okay, screw it," and Tua takes off to the right because look, it's still. I'll pause it again. Look at all that field out here. So he says, "Okay, nothing going, nothing developing." Takes off, gains a first down, smart play, good play by the young quarterback. Your thoughts, BallGame?
No, he took what everything else was covered, all his options. I mean, if you look at it, we see it from the guard view. We'll see that even more. That everything that was crossing his face and everybody was all of the routes that were coming back across his face, they were all covered. So once the defensive end came down inside and Hunt was able to get outside of him, he freed him up. He opened the door. So get out and get what you can get, young guy.
And it's a good rep by Hunt because he handles the power of Crosby,
yeah,
right? But then he handles the inside spin. Watch this. This is actually a good rep by Hunt, guys. So we point out the positives when they happen. Look, it handles the power and then the drive, and not happening.
Not happening.
There you go.
What I would have liked to have seen Hunt do is once you got him inside with his back to you, destroy him.
Shove him. Just pancake him to the ground, bro.
Or push him into his player and make them both like 2 bowling pins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Make him pay for it. That way he remembers it.
Yeah, because that's kind of disrespectful thinking he's going to beat you with that inside spin. He's not even trying it to the outside, bro.
Right.
Man's trying it to the inside, saying, I'm going to get free on you.
Hunt. Remind him, my name ain't Jackson. My name is Hunt.
All right, so we got 12-man personnel, max protect to the left, 2 receivers to the right with 2 in the pistol. Ahmed is the one behind him, and Tua, he's going to fake the give, and he's going to Ahmed. He's going to roll to his left, and Bowden, he's going to come through right here at the snap. And instead of going in front and run his right, he's going to come from behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to leak out into the flat routes, which Tua is going to hit for a minimal and safe gain. But if you look at, I want you to look at Gesicki. If he targeted him before he comes out of that break, guys, let me roll that back for a sec. You got to hit him right there when he comes out. And look, he's rolling to that side because he's back. BallGame, explain the position right now because he's backpedaling. He's got to break out of his back, right?
The corner was in what we call a conflict position. So he already had him on his heels, and he had already committed to thinking Gesicki was going inside. So now his body, he had completely changed directions with his feet and his hips, which put Gesicki in the power position. But unfortunately,
too late.
Yeah, it was too late. Now he's transitioning. It's too late. That's too much of it. Yeah. So you take the safe underneath throw. But yeah, if he'd have hit him early, man, Gesicki was still running.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is him clearly playing it safe, and
which is okay.
And you'll see from you know what I think he didn't see too is, do you know who makes this tackle? Damon Arnett.
What? The corner?
Watch. Damon Arnett is right here. Watch him he's on the slot, right? Watch Damon Arnett break, right? Because this Bowden's his man, so it's man, right? Okay. So watch him. So, okay, now he's got to crash because he's seeing, okay, he's going there. And then he follows him along.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think he sees him. And watch, it's just, he's right there as soon as he makes the catch. Look at right on top of it.
Yeah, the linebackers vacated just enough. All he had to do was run down. Yeah, he just had to come downhill.
Yeah. So, and there he is with the red hair. So, yeah, I mean, the Gesicki throw, you just got to anticipate that one. And you'll see, guys, from this view, he's looking that way. Look at, there's where you throw it.
Watch that. Roll that back. Now, see, I'm gonna criticize Gesicki a little bit here because he could have sold that bell. Look what he does.
Yeah, he sold it too early. With the cushion, you sold that way too early, bro.
Yeah, what kind of fake? Look at the fake. Look at his footwork, though. Like, legitimately. Watch Gesicki from the beginning, right? He's leaning. The top half of his body is going right. The bottom half is still going left. And then he tries to juke the guy. That's not a juke. Look, see?
Yeah, he's already looking in. Like, what are you doing?
He's already looking inside. Like, that's not how you sell the route.
I mean, he still got it, but
he created way more separation, man.
Yeah. And you'll see. You know what I've noticed actually, and it really stood out a couple times in this game. He's not a very good route runner.
Yep, that's true.
Not very good at all. He rounds out his crap a lot, and you know, rounding them out is like people don't for a defender.
When you round out, listen. When a receiver rounds out a route, essentially that helps the defender more so than it helps them offensively, because then the defender doesn't have to make as sharp of a plant to get back underneath or over the top of the route. Essentially, at that point, with all that rounding out, you actually made the route longer, and now you've given the defender an opportunity to actually plant and drive underneath and be there in position. And but that's the beauty of what makes the top tier guys elite, is their route running. They create space with their feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And elite tight ends, like when we watched Waller last week, Waller did a lot of what he was doing with precise at the top of the route cuts. You know what I mean? And he was creating space just enough for him to be able to use his frame and things of that nature. And that's something Gesicki got to learn. For as long as he looks like an albatross out there a lot of times running routes, like an albatross trying to take off, and that ain't confusing nobody because.
No, you're right, bro. You're right. He got separation, but it could have been a lot more. Crisper.
Yeah. So,
but Tua's got to make that throw. I still think. Make that throw.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. Yeah.
So here we go. We got 11-man personnel. We got 2 receivers stacked to the right, and Holland's out wide left. And this is if you watch Grant's gonna run a hitch route while Bowden's gonna come out on a flat route. But the design really isn't great here because if Grant is running a go route, here, let me explain this to you. Let me roll it. I want you guys to see it here. Okay. All right. So let me explain this right here. If Grant is running a go route, first of all, you're taking a man over with him if you're going to throw this flat. Instead, if someone's manned up on him, now you have 2 men in the area of this flat, so if they both crash on it, it's deaded. You run a go route. Now, hindsight is 2020, but if you're running a go route, even in this situation, you have cushion. But I would run personally a slant. You could also run a post, but
or a dig.
Or a dig, but the slant to me is the move because it gets whatever's here, whether it's a linebacker or a corner in the slot or a rover, whatever the case, that guy has to commit quickly if it's a slant. If it's like a little 2-yard go across the middle, right, and then that clears up this man. But look at if they would have ran a slant. Look at all of this space right here.
Look at running back from the top, though.
Unused. My thing is, can I just say this ball game? Let me finish this thought.
Yeah.
When you got this hitch here, okay, and you got this is something I'm calling within your 5 or your 10, not within my own 5 or my own 10.
Right. I need yardage, so I'm going vertical.
Yeah, but you're deading this because of this route. this route really affects this right here. You need to bunch this set, or this guy needs to run over the middle on a slant or dig or a post.
I agree.
And then, or a go to clear out. If you're only going to have 2 here, he runs a go to clear out. Or you need a third guy there to run something to clear out that area. But this is like, you're condensing everything in this area too much.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if there was a spy here or a linebacker sitting in the hole. He can crash on it too.
Right. You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not a good play design or a play call right here. So anyways, go say what you had to say, my friend. Sorry, I had to say all that.
My thought would have been from where they started. I'm looking to get anywhere between 8 to 10. I'm not sitting down at 5 to 7. I'm pushing up, right? Especially as soon as I'm taking Grant, and I'm going and I'm not sitting there. I'm coming across the face, because if you look at the route progression, the post would have been perfect. He still would be running because the safeties vacated and went too high. Yeah, they immediately vacate. Look at that. So you got all of that, and the linebacker he bit on the fake. So he's up, and they go into they looking at the flat because he's already committed to it. But if Grant continues his route inside, he running for days.
You can't throw this because that guy's
underneath.
You can't throw this.
Yeah, it's a bad. It's like you said, it's a bad play call, bad play design. So. And the guy at the top of the route, his only thing, they got the top of the field singled up. They got cover 2 over there, so he's just over there, just what I'm saying, for shits and giggles, really.
I don't know, man. It's just a slant or a post that puts, that even puts 27 in conflict. What do I do? Do I leave the flat for the linebacker, or do I roll with him? Because you know what I mean. Like, so I don't know. Not a very good play design, in my opinion. Because look, that's why he came off it, right?
Came off of it, yeah.
Right, because he was going to go with that. You send him over the middle. And here's the thing, you can still hit the slant or the post, because guess what he's doing, ball game? He's chasing.
To me, that's cover.
He's in conflict.
Yeah, that's cover 2 with no buck drop in the middle.
It's cover.
That's cover 2.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know, man.
The post is all, versus cover 2. The post is always the move.
All day. Yeah. So that's play calling got away from something we could have had there, but it is what it is. No one's perfect.
Because watch 54. He bit. Look how hard he bit.
He came right up and he even got engaged.
He already got engaged with the lineman, so he's dead. He's dead to the play.
Yeah, that middle is like just juicy, brother. And shout out to Ronnie. He says if Fitz can bring in his own offensive coordinator, so should Tua. All right, so we got 11-man personnel. We got 2 receivers stacked to the right. Holland's out. Sorry, 2 receivers stacked to the left. My bad. Holland's out to the right. 2 is in the pistol. Gaskin's behind him. So a rare occasion. Look at that. Karras IDing the front.
In the front.
Look at this guy. And then you see 2 guys. He steps up to hear the call. And look at what the Raiders do. They rotate their interior. And then now Ahmed's going to motion. Sorry, that was Ahmed. He's going to motion out to the right. And so here you go. Tua, he's just going to take right here on this flat route. Just takes a simple. But here you go. Right again, right? If you look right here, Holland's, I believe that's Holland's has. This is the route. Holland's on the deep dig. It's a deep dig, right? Yep. And then there's a deep dig over here, but Holland's is the move. Look at Holland's runs it clean along the line, and it's right there. This is more of a corner route.
Yep.
And then right here, the deep dig is the move. But I mean, the thing is,
he took the flat, right?
And look it takes the flats, but look at the soft spot in the coverage, in the zone coverage it finds, right? Like, it's like, come on, man. So, and I will say, Bowden's deep. It's almost like a deep corner there. He rounds it out by the throw, though. But, that was there. So, I don't know. Ball game, what are your thoughts on this play?
I'm always going. I'm gonna go with the progression, man. Push to the top of expectations. So when he pushed past him, he settled down. He has to trust that the guys are gonna come through across the top. Now the protection actually held up pretty decent.
Well, right here you had Jesse Davis, because Crosby dominates Hunt. He does. We were seeing that initial false step upside, and then they're cutting inside on Jackson.
Okay.
Well, it works on Hunt here, and Jesse Davis steps up. You see, I got it highlighted, right? So Hunt gets dominated with that false step, and he obviously, we've talked about it, he doesn't have the feet to recover. So Crosby kicks it back inside the B gap, Max Crosby, and Jesse helps, but even if Tua kicks it out and resets, that's there, right?
Yep.
But continue on. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I mean, I'm just always thinking that for some strange reason, like the levels, you gotta be able to see the levels. I mean, he's checking it down to the flats is cool, but we're not gonna get much in terms of the first downs if that's all we're gonna be looking for. So, but again, he got it out. So. And didn't take a sack, so that's a plus.
Yeah. So here we go. So you can see, you watch Hunt right here with watch Hunt. It's Key. It's Arden Key, actually. I don't even think it's Crosby, is it?
No, that's Key.
Yeah, it's Arden Key. Look at gone.
Yep.
And then Jesse comes over late. But he still squeaks through. Look at, he still squeaked through.
He opened the door.
So Tua would have had to kick it back out here.
Yeah, he opened the door.
Yeah.
The worst D lineman is gonna walk through that door when you open it that wide.
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong, brother. So we got 11-man personnel, 2 on each side, 2 in the shotgun, Gaskin to his left, and watch this. The safety right here, he's going to drop all the way back from the box into cover 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-snap. And the linebackers are going to drop into coverage as well. Watch, look at, there's their cutback right there. And then Tua, he's going to have Gaskin leak out of the backfield and sitting on his route at the 6. He could probably gain a first here, but Tua, again, he bails off the pressure, bro. Because everything to the right side where he's initially going through his progression is taken away, and that's also the side he would have had to step into and reset his feet, so he takes off. Watch. All right, so look at his initial progressions are coming everything's taken away. Right? And then now the pressure's coming here.
Yeah.
So he would have to step up here. And then now Gaskin's leaking out, and he's sitting there. But look at, that's where you have to move. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing right now.
Everything's covered.
Yeah, look at, everything's covered. You got him down the sideline here, but
that's a very risky throw.
Yeah, he's not going to make that throw when he's on the move, man. We'll watch it again in full time here so people can see. He's waving his arm up, but this guy, he's already moving when you've got your separation because of the offensive line. Look at, if he would have had time, he would have identified that, but he's also staying here because he's watching the quarterback on the run. If Tua's sitting in the pocket, he's running with Ford. Right? So
yeah.
Here we go. We'll see it again. Ball game. Again, that right side, right? Well, the right side here, but left side on Godview right now, but right side for Tua.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't trust the protection, man. That's why we in Bama, we would see him climb because he trusts the guy inside. He doesn't trust this guy. He doesn't trust this guy. And he doesn't trust this guy because this guy is best suited here or here. This guy is best suited on the sideline over here. And this guy is best suited on the sideline down here. So he doesn't trust them. You know what I mean? And watch. It's just, there you go. Problems. Now he's got to step up and he commits. Makes a throw. It's incomplete.
No time.
I don't know, ball game. It'd be nice to have a quarterback be given I don't know. Is it crazy to ask for 2.6, 2.7 seconds? I'm not going to be greedy and even ask for 3, bro.
Just give me half of what Derek Carr had and I'll be happy.
My thing is, okay, listen to this right now, all right? I want you to, we keep going. Let's talk about this, all right? because I think people, this isn't Alabama ball game reason. This isn't Alabama. You know what I mean? Like, Baker Mayfield has 3.07 seconds in Cleveland. Jalen Hurts as a starter has 3.07 seconds. Josh Allen in Buffalo, his average time to throw 3.04 seconds. Lamar Jackson, who can kill you with his legs, 2.98. You think Jalen Hurts at 3.07 is an anomaly? Well, Carson Wentz still gets 2.91 seconds. Matt Ryan gets 2.9. Russell Wilson, we comp him to Russell Wilson, don't we, guys?
Yep.
Well, first of all, everyone forgets that people were calling for Russell Wilson in Seattle to be benched in his first year for Matt Flynn, number one. Number two, Russell Wilson at this point in his career, guys, he gets about 2.95 seconds on his average time to throw. We don't have that. Like, that's what I don't understand. Do you know what Tua Tagovailoa's average time to throw right now this season is?
Shit, I'd say, 2.1?
Oh, no, it's not that bad.
2.5 maybe?
Yeah. Fitzpatrick's 2.38 and Tua's 2.5.
Oh, Jesus. So that's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Ooh,
Out. Josh Allen, look at the leap he's having right now. The guy's getting 3 seconds to throw the ball. People don't realize how much difference that half a second makes.
It's a huge difference, bro. Huge.
That's a big difference.
In terms of your ability to be able to process things that are happening around you, all of that stuff, man, it tied into that amount of time that you have to actually scan the field and then make the reading and then go to it.
People want to say, he has the same time as Fitz. Fitz gets it out in 2.38 seconds because he's a 16-year veteran, and there's nothing you can show him pre-snap or post-snap that he hasn't seen before. It's like people think experience doesn't matter. Ball game. It's like the whole saying, the older the wiser means nothing.
But that's everything, though. When you think about it in terms of his ability to be able to see what's coming and get the ball out quicker, like he has to, but he's developed that over time to the point that, okay, it's like hike, back, gone, bam. He don't even rely. I don't think Fitz even relies on the offensive line anymore. It's so atrocious. I think he just looks at, I know where I'm going with this ball, and I'm just gonna throw it there. So forget it. And
that's what he does. He makes it pre-snap where he's going to throw the ball.
And that's not even the right way to go about doing the process, but that's how he
has to do
it.
Yeah. So, all right. Anyways, 12-man personnel, 2 receivers to the left. You got Max Protect. 2 receivers to the right. My bad. You got Max Protect to the left right now. And sorry, hold on a sec here. I'm just looking at something. All right. So, my bad. Let's see one more time here. So this is 12-man personnel. You got 2 receivers out wide right, Max Protect to the left, Pistol Gaskin is behind Tua right there. Tua's going to fake the handoff to Gaskin. And boom, he steps and he targets that deep dig that Gesicki is rounding out. And again, he wasn't running it well at all. Every other read is covered, and Nevin Lawson is sitting underneath that route and tries to make a play on it, but Gesicki gets his hands on it enough to avoid the interception, as you saw there, guys. So what I think you need here on this concept, if you watch it, we need one of these has to be a little bit shorter. Like
a crossing route. He ran it more like a crossing route than he did a dig. He started around.
He rounded it out. Look at that. Did you see that? Watch.
That's so horrible, man. Horribly run route. Ooh,
yeah. It's supposed to be I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a dig because look at. Yeah, and then he goes and then he goes out there. And then he took he didn't have good balance coming out of it, and he look at. He rounded it out over here, and he's over here right now.
Yeah. What Gesicki needs to do in the offseason is go get with Shay Sharp, man. Because JoeyShotz said he would teach him how to run routes. Because
Chase Shannon talked about this?
Yeah. Yeah. Couple episodes ago, he was talking about Gesicki. You know what I mean? Athletic, but horrible route runner. Yeah. Horrible route runner, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
You don't do your quarterback any favors running routes out there looking like a broken albatross.
So we got 12-man personnel, 2 receivers to the left, Max Protect to the right, 2 is in the pistol. Gaskin is behind him, and Grant, he's going to motion out of the slot. He's going to come across the backfield for a sweep look and to a fakes a give, and he expects to roll back free to that right side, but Jonathan Abraham, guys, watch Jonathan Abraham right here. Let me roll this back. Watch Jonathan Abraham, guys. Jonathan Abraham, he's going to move real far up into that box pre-snap. Look at him. Watch him right here.
Abrams.
Sorry, Jonathan Abram. Why do I call him Abraham? Jonathan Abram. I even have it Abram. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Jonathan Abram moves far into the box, and, you know, he's showing blitz, and here's the thing. Tua doesn't ID him. He only IDs the mic before the motion, right? So he doesn't even see him. He doesn't even see Jonathan Abram coming down, and all he does is he sidesteps Grant coming across the backfield into the flats, and he has a clean rush at Tua. And Tua makes an off-balance throw, rushes the throw, forced incompletion by Jonathan Abram, and, I mean, you got to pick him up. You're going to see him. He was right there. He's going to come down. He just goes right around Grant, and he's free. Here he comes. Just sidesteps him, and there he is. Took a good angle when he sidestepped him, and good play. I know BallGame likes to see stuff like that from the secondary, even if it's the other team.
I like to see safeties with the ability to understand how to blitz, too.
Well, look at another thing I wanted to show. I know he's not a Dolphin, but I wanted to highlight it. Look at the angle he takes, BallGame. He takes a really, really smart angle. Look, he sees he's coming here, right?
Yeah.
And look at how close he is. He says, "I want to take this angle," but he goes inside and then bumps off in. And look at
top of the shoulder.
Yep. As soon as he rolls out, he's right there.
Yeah.
Great angle. That's the stuff we appreciate when you watch this stuff.
Yeah.
So you got, again, the pistol, Gaskin behind him, 12-man personnel, 1 receiver out wide to the left, 2 stacked to the right, and Gaskin, he's going to go into protection instead of running right out of the backfield, and Tua, he's going to target Shaheen, who's going to break off the line into a flat route while Gesicki clears out some of the coverage with his post. And, Grant, watch Grant's route here. I was actually really impressed. So this is the flat route coming here. Watch Grant's cut. It's a really good cut. Woo! Look at that. I'm taking that throw, brother.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But anyways, that's still dangerous because he's
oh my lord, Gesicki runs I can't get over it, bro. He runs the worst routes.
Yeah. Look at how he's open off that break.
Yeah.
But he takes the flat. And
Safe
then
throw.
Play is made. Yeah, play is made. So
oh god, Gesicki's
the
route.
thing is, Grant, I know he can be open, but sometimes his hands are closed. But if they're open for that, there's some chance for some yak if he caught that there, because if you bring that back for 1 sec.
I don't one guy to beat, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, right? Look at right here.
Yep.
Get that and you go.
Yeah,
you're not. He got released and he's picked up, so you're not hitting Gesicki on his.
Yeah,
route.
neither of those other 2 guys are getting there quick enough to.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
Safety's gonna be the only
But he
one.
took the safe throw, so he didn't want to turn the ball over, bro.
Right
to Smythe, right? So, again, one more look from it from the God view, so BallGame can watch our exquisite offensive line, which they actually hold up decently.
Crosby's still pushing.
Yeah, I know. Back. Yeah, I know. I think was that Davis that time?
Yeah.
Gotta love it, brother. And here's the thing: how many empty set? Here we go. We're gonna see an empty set, but why aren't they being? Anyway, so we got 3 to the left.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 to the right. The Raiders, they're gonna send 3 and drop everyone back. Grant is going to get released on his corner route. But Tua never even looks to the side. Ford is also going to be free up here on his stab route. Because of the DB who's going to release Grant is on top of Bowden's route. So watch how that goes down. It's going to be a completion to a short gain for Gaskin on the stab route. It's again, remember how I told you earlier, they use the stab here and the stab here. It's again that concept. And
but he missed the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So watch. Again, he's gonna miss the corner from Grant. And I mean it's a safe completion, short completion. So let's see. Look at he's released. He's released, and now he's taking that corner. Look at that. Oh,
they played a lot of cover too.
Yeah, a ton of it.
Yeah,
that's their main base. That's their base.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's right, Gruden. I forgot.
Yeah, that was a big read, guys. You know, I mean, we talked about the play earlier. That was a big potential read. That's the second big play potential read that we were talking about earlier. So it is what it is. One more time for you guys to see. Grant gets released, and he's. I mean, yeah, you got it there, but he probably doesn't trust Grant to make the catch. Let's be honest with ourselves. Right? Who are we lying to?
Just the potential for greatness. Ugh.
Do you blame the kid?
No, I don't. I don't at all. Not one bit. I completely understand.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, and it's funny. I had, you know, it's someone's in the comments right now, and I guess they said, Gesicki doesn't run the worst routes. It's what the coach tells him. No, you can tell what the route is.
You can tell what
and
the route
you know
is.
what
He
it's
runs
supposed
it
to have
horribly.
to be route. Like, that's what's funny, man. You guys, like, bro, do you guys understand BallGame was legitimately offered a positional coach job at Fresno State? The man knows what he's talking about, okay, guys? All right. I've seen playbooks, like, you know, I've read them myself, high school, college, and I've seen legitimate NFL playbooks. No, that is not how you want to route. There is a reason why they are drawn the way they're drawn in playbooks. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, anyways, 11. You can't even, like, people are saying, like,
I don't entertain it, man. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes people just don't really know.
Yeah.
It's so much easier just to chill out and just learn, be quiet, focus up.
11-man personnel. You got two receivers to stack to the right. Holland's wide to the left. Two is in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. Play action. And again, if you look at it right here, coverage is good, guys.
Yeah.
The coverage is good. So Tua, he just takes Gaskin running the out route from the backfield for completion. I mean, there's no separation downfield. Only read is Bowden. I mean, you thought he could get free on that post, but the defender takes a fantastic angle under it. If you watch it here, watch Bowden, guys. So Bowden, sorry, I believe it's Ford. My mistake. Ford right there. Watch the angle that gets taken. Right. Okay. So see, he's trailing. I know BallGame's gonna appreciate it. Watch how he's gonna switch, guys. He's gonna switch leverage. Watch. Boom. Look at how easily he switches leverage. Now, if he stayed to the outside, if he stayed to the outside, you have that throw. But he switched leverage, and now that inside is gone. That's beautiful. That is a good, that's a good angle, BallGame?
Yeah, that's stated. We call that getting in phase and staying in phase.
Yeah, that's a good play right there.
It's a whip, though. Essentially, he just basically let the receiver take the top position, and then he whipped himself inside underneath to make it a harder throw for the quarterback. Look how hard he was working to get.
Yeah,
you could tell he was working extremely hard to get inside of Bowden.
I'll bring it back for you so you can talk about it.
Yeah, that was his whole objective. His whole objective was to let him get on top, and I'm gonna work underneath to take away the. Look at that. Hustle, get on phase. I got him.
That's how you take away a slant, buddy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's beautiful. And the protection wasn't bad at the time. But obviously, we know it gets worse. Again, They had some flashes of brilliance, and then the next thing you know, it got ugly.
Yeah. So here we go. We got 11-man personnel, 2 stacked to the right, 2 split wide to the left. Tua is in an empty backfield in the shotgun. And it's a different look than what we normally see when it's empty ball game. Look at this. Right? It's an empty backfield. You got that 11-man personnel, but it's a different look. And Grant's going to release on the drag route. Tua's going to hit him, and Grant makes a man miss. And boom. And there you go. A little extra yardage, but the other thing you got to see here, too, is watch this. Watch Myles Gaskin. Let me bring that up right here. If you bring up Myles Gaskin on his out, look at, because of it's almost like a pick.
Almost a pick.
Right? And then look at. Right? Look at, you can just hit that and then cut it on the outside. And then because of the angle, he could lay a block. Exactly. Right. So whatever it is, what it is, but he takes it. We get some yardage. Can't hate. Just stuff you can see from hindsight is 2020. Right. So guess what this is going to be? This next play. It's going to be a rare. It's going to be a rarity of, we haven't seen very many RPOs this ball game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Right. So this is an RPO. You got 11-man personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the left. Hollins is way out to the right here. And watch Flowers. This is going to be your telltale sign. Flowers is going to chip, right? And then he's going to go to the second level to head for the run, to head to the run. But, and the other blockers clear out their side. So Flowers is your lead blocker. So it's a single high safety. What I tell you the rule is, guys, if it's too high, run the ball. If it's more single, throw it.
Take a shot.
You know what I mean? So he takes that, and the pass is Grant on a slot across the middle. And here you go. Right? So he chips. Now he's going to that second level to lead for this run. And then boom, takes it. Because look at Hollins, guys. If I bring it out here, watch Hollins. Hollins is basically running a dummy route. He's selling it well because, guys, he doesn't even look back by the time the ball's out. And it doesn't even look like he's running. Watch Hollins. It looks like he's running a route with no means to the end. Right? Out, up. You know what I mean? Like, he had no intention with that route. So,
and he took 2 people with him.
Yeah. So, there you go. Rarity RPO, considering we have apparently someone who's a genius in the RPO with Chan Gailey. That's what Greer told all of you guys in the offseason. And I have what I saw in college, the best collegiate player running an RPO, but for some reason we've stayed away from it. So here we go. We got 11-man personnel. You got 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 out wide right, which is Hollins, and 2 is in the pistol with Ahmed behind him. And Grant, he's going to motion to that other side. And there you go. It's a forward toss to Grant. So it's here, even though it's a short gain. Again, we talked about this earlier ball game when we set up the scene. We haven't seen a lot of this motion like we have the past few games, right?
Right.
So I guess they're keeping coordinators honest to the look on the tape. And to his credit, in this play, if I bring it back, ball game, I mean, Jakeem Grant fights for every yard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fights for every single yard in that.
Yeah. Probably should have went down though.
Yeah, he got hurt. That's the play he got hurt on, isn't it?
Yep.
So, there you go. You saw Mac and everyone waving for help, and the trainers coming out. But I mean, he fights for every yard, and I guess, like I said, bug him. I really think they're just showing this. They got to keep the tape honest. You know what I mean? So, got to keep showing that look. So here you go. This next play. I mean, yes, we get a touchdown on this drive, but this play could have been a touchdown. So we got 11-man personnel, trips to the left, Hollins out wide right, and Tua, he's in the shotgun with Gaskin to his right. So Tua, he's going to move up and out of the pocket. He's going to hit Ford, who's down here, and what happens is Ford, he looks like he's running a stab route where he's supposed to sit at the end of the route, But smart players make smart plays, and he turns it into kind of like a slant for the completion. And I want to show you guys something here, just so you can see what I'm talking about, the big play potentials, because it is a completion, but there is a big play here. I want you to watch Gesicki right here. Look at Gesicki starting to leak through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gesicki's there, right? Gesicki's there for that throw. Now you have him across, but there's a lot of space, so you do have the throw to Gesicki. Instead, he takes Ford, and he had to roll out. Ball game. I'll let you go over what you see.
I'm always gonna err on the side of maybe he didn't take the vertical route to Gesicki because of the placement of where the safety was, but you still had the underneath drag that came right now, hit that, he's still running, and the wheel route out there in the flats, right? Because that defender over to the top up there by the 20 is in conflict. You know what I mean? He got two guys. He got one guy behind him and one guy in front of him coming to him. So I don't know.
He's playing it safe, brother. Like that's what it is. He's just
which is fine. I'm all about him taking what they're gonna give him, but in the same sense, teams aren't going to necessarily. And I get that we don't necessarily look at this. Look how much dancing he had to do just to get that off with the pocket. Look at it. Who's Karras? Watch Karras, man. No man land. Watch him. Just okay. I touched him a bit. Now I can look back upfield, but ain't nothing else coming. Ride that guy out, man.
Jeez, man. And let's be honest, Hunt's getting away with the
Hunt's getting
He there you go.
I think the referees at that point were just like, you know what, this kid getting his ass kicked, man. Ain't no point in calling that.
Yeah. So 11-man personnel, 2 receivers stacked to the left. You got Smythe inside here as the wing back. Hollins is out wide right. 2 is in the pistol with Gaskin behind him. And Gaskin, he's just going to leak out on the screen with Davis lead blocking. Davis as the guard, guys. He's going to lead block. And Gaskin is going to do the rest after Tua hits him. Right there, you can see. It's a screen. And then, boom, he leads for him. And there you go. He gets there. A lot of A+ effort. Bro. My God. So, but just simple stuff.
It don't have to be overly complicated. It just has to be efficient, man. So
exactly. There you go. Little screen. Boom. Through. He's up the middle. Good play by Gaskin. Love this kid, man. Hopefully Ahmed, I'd love to see a game that Ahmed and Breda had 2 weeks ago. I'd love to see Gaskin and Ahmed have a game, at the same time.
Dude's just so small, man.
Yeah. So here you go. We got 12-man personnel, a receiver on each side. 2 is in the pistol. Strong left with Gesicki to his left in the backfield. And then Gesicki, he motions to the right side. And then Tua is going to fake the handoff. And Gesicki, watch that. See, he faked. Watch Gesicki, bro. He's going to be wide open on the deep curl. So Tua puts it in the Holland, sorry. He's going to be wide open on the deep curl. Look at this. There's a lot of space. Now, Tua is going to put in a spot you usually do with a tighter window around the player in front of them where they dig it out, and only the receiver can make the catch beyond the sticks to ensure you get the first down. But Hollins, he drops it because it's more difficult than it needs to be, and a big opportunity is missed here. So the thing is, could Tua have made a better throw? Sure. But at the end of the day, Hollins needs
got
to
dig that out.
Yeah, because it hits his hands and his chest.
Right.
You got to make that catch. Yeah. Tua didn't lead him. Tua didn't I think the reason why Tua didn't stand him upright with the throw, I'll show you guys. I'll pause it right where I think was because of this linebacker right here. And the reason why I think is because he knows if he makes that catch,
he can.
Yeah, and I don't think he trusts his hands.
Yeah.
And then boom, because look at how close that, even just diving to make a play. Look how close that was. Raekwon McMillan, right?
Plus he a jumper. He always want to jump and catch the ball.
Yeah.
So you got to put it in a place where he can't hurt himself with that whole process.
Yeah.
Man, did nothing. He's supposed to block.
Look at he you see that replay there. Look, the ball's there, bro. Watch it one more time. I mean, make that catch, bud.
True.
The ball's there. Come
dig
on,
it
Mac.
out. Yeah, dig it out.
No wonder the Eagles let you walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not the good kind of walk where I cook my stir fry in. So so here we go. We got another. This is another. Remember, guys, I talked earlier about the wrinkles to the empty set. So this is going to be a wrinkle. Oh, sorry, no, this is my bad. That's the next play. You're going to see a wrinkle that I liked. This is 11-man personnel. You got Trips Bunch to the right and Gesicki's out to the left. Tua is in the shotgun. Gaskin is to his left. And what you can see is Holland. He motions out of the stack. Out of the bunch right there. And he's going to make it a double stack on both sides. And then Arden Key, who we talked about earlier, he's going to come free through the B gap as Hunt is engaged with Crosby, and Davis is in a combo block with Karras, and Davis doesn't disengage it quick enough to pick up Key, who Tua is going to try and shake. And there you go. Boom. There it is, right? Yeah. So we'll see it better from this angle. I'll go over it one more time for you guys to see what really happened here. So, and then I'll let BallGame take the floor. So what you guys are going to see here, guys, is I want you to watch Key. He's 99, all right? So what's going to happen is he's going to come through the B gap, all right? He's going to come through between 77 and 68, Davis and Hunt, all right? And Davis, he's going to be in a combo block with Karras. And what happened is he's not going to move off quick enough. And he's not going to pick up Key, but Tua's going to try and shake off Key. But what happens, though, Vickers is going to get through. Why? Because Karras, for some reason, passes him off to Davis, who is now engaging Key, and Karras helps Cunt. It's just ridiculous. Karras is afraid of a one-on-one here. And pardon my language, Ted Karras is afraid of a fucking one-on-one here. Pardon my French. Watch what I'm talking about right now. Okay? Passes him off. And then, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. See, the problem that play had bad stuff written all over it from the get go. Because if you look.
Well, here's my thing, brother. If you take him one-on-one,
you don't have that issue then, because
Davis is free. And now now Davis is too late. Because look at Davis has two men. Look at and Karras passes him off for Crosby. So now look at Davis. He's got to take Hunt's man, and he's got to take the man he was just in the combo block with.
True. Which is why I don't understand why. If you go back to it from the top, if you look at it, he's inside.
Davis's man. Sorry, not Hunt's man. My bad.
Yeah, he's inside. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so he's inside. He was inside shade anyway. So that should have automatically been Davis's guy.
Look at this. I know Raekwon's not shooting it right now, but look at this. Like, and Tua, I mean, I guess you can step up there, but like, dude, look at
he couldn't have stepped up into that.
So he shakes. Yeah, you can't because it closed too quickly. Vickers is right there. So he was literally, if one guy wasn't getting him, the other guy literally got him.
Basically.
It's just bad. Like, first of all, if you handle him, like you said, Davis is free, okay? Now, Davis can just pick Vickers up here, but instead, he decides he's going to use one arm off a combo block, and then Karras just completely passes him off now because he sees Crosby coming across the middle, and then he doesn't realize that Davis is now outmanned. So, I mean, it's not totally Karras' fault. You know, Davis should have picked up just fully committed, but, like, come on, man. So
anytime you got a guy lining up that far inside of the tackle, right? Even if he was a smidget inside of Hunt, that's Davis's guy by default because there's a guy outside lined up out wide. So you got to protect the insides first. So I put that one on Davis.
yeah. I mean, if he stepped up early on, but he had to commit so early. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So here we go. This is what I was talking about. This is another wrinkle to that empty set. You got 2 to the right and you got 3 to the left, including Gesicki and Smythe, who are tight. Right? So this is a nice little wrinkle. So Smythe, basically what's going to happen here is Tua, he's going to ID the Mike pre-snap. It's going to be a 4-man rush, and Carl Nassib is going to loop back inside on the stunt to the A gap, and Smythe gets a hand on him, but then leaks out into the flats and comes free. Flowers doesn't get off his combo block with Jackson. By the time he gets a hand free to try and impact Nassib's rush,
Too late.
It's too late. So here we go. You either got to design this with Smythe or Flowers has got to get off the combo and do something. It's too late.
Man, if you know the guy's leaving, you can't even. That's what I was saying from the beginning, though. You can't depend on if the tight end is there and he's designed to stay there. That's one thing. But if you know he's leaving, you on your own. It is what it is. You can't. Ain't no combos at that point. Like as soon regardless, 73 gotta honor the furthermost outside guy. He was in bad, and he barely did anything at that point. Hunt got to step inside. 73 got to catch whoever. You know what I mean? But oh Jesus, that's horrible. And then look at them 2 Nimrod stand up there, just hold it because 90. Who was that? 90. What is his name? 90 he ain't even trying to get there. That entire thing was designed just to get that loop inside.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Yeah, Flowers takes his inside to the ball. Then you got the looper. Then you got the looper.
They're doing exactly. They only doing what they've seen us struggle at on tape. So can't be mad at. Can't be mad at the Raiders for going out and exploiting exactly what we suck at defending.
So here we go. We got an empty set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And you can tell here Tua isn't going to trust his line now. He bails instantaneously instead of climbing and using his quick feet. Those quick feet that left us in odd Bama when he has Gesicki. Gesicki is going to be open on a quick out. Hollins, he's going to win along the left sideline on his route, right off the release off the line of scrimmage. And then you're going to see Ford. He's going to be open on the deep dig over the middle if you lead him in stride. Instead, Tua's going to make a bad throw far too in front of Isaiah Ford's route towards his inside shoulder when it had to be towards the outside, towards the sidelines in stride. He doesn't use touch with some zip on this. When he's gonna, again, you're gonna see he's gonna have time to reset his feet after climbing instead of bailing, and it's almost picked off by the safety crashing downhill. So let's take a look at it. He's gonna take a good angle in front of the route. So there he goes. He bails, and you can reset here.
Yeah.
Reset. What do you like? Because then you can touch that. Listen, this ball has to be touched towards the 40. Like you're trying to throw this ball in between the numbers, and he throws it, in front of the line of the 40 line, and that's the problem with the throw right here. So, and again, if you see the open,
you don't trust him, man.
Yeah. So I mean, look at you got Gesicki. Sorry, you got Gesicki. You got you got Hollins is free down here, right? Again, look at Gesicki on the quick out. He's open. Now he's gonna roll back inside, obviously. So, and then look at Gaskin. He's coming in front of the drag, in front of the coverage.
Right.
So he makes the throw, and it's almost picked off because of the safety crashing downhill. Again, watch the safety right there crash downhill. He reads, and look at watch. He's going to crash the route, and then boom.
Boom. Yep. Classic signs of the quarterback not being comfortable with the protection, unfortunately.
Yep. Again, guys. Man. You got to.
Yeah. It's not an easy day at the office for the kid, man.
You got Bowden here, and then you got Ford here. You got to throw towards the 40 on Ford, man. And instead, it looks like he throws in front of the hash. And then it just gets undercut. So he just jumps in front because another thing, too, is ball game. Let me just throw it here, okay? Okay. If I throw it here, he can't cut that.
True.
Right? Because look at where you are on the throw, right? But all here, he can take the angle.
Yeah.
You gave him the angle to jump in front of it. So
right.
Wasn't a great throw by Tua. So you got to go outside shoulder towards the sideline. You'll see it here even better right now. So not one of the few bad throws by Tua, but again, you got to set the feet. Look at the time he has, and he jumps the route. So it is what it is. So here we go. 12-man personnel, 2 stacked to the right. Holland's wide out left. 2 is in the shotgun with Ahmed to his right. And here you go. 2 is going to see the blitz coming off the left side, and he's going to quickly fake the handoff and he's going to hit Gesicki on the flat route. Loves it. And this is I don't know what Jackson's doing on this rep, guys. I want to watch you guys. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, watch this, guys. This is disgusting stuff. So here's Jackson, all right? And Jackson, I have no idea what the hell he's doing. He's literally going to push his man and then roll out like it's a screen. The kid looks lost, and watch everyone else. No one's going out like literally he goes out like it's a screen. Watch, guys. I'm not joking with you. Like, what is this guy? Look at pushes him, and then he rolls out like it's a screen. What are you doing?
Yeah, he thought it was something else.
Oh my Lord, kid.
Wrong play, buddy. He definitely had the wrong play.
Again, that's Arden Key, guys. We mentioned a couple times already for the Raiders. And then the going on the inside, and then 24 blitzes, and boom. Jackson. All right, guys. So here's the last play, and it doesn't get any better for that left side of the offensive line with the last play before Tua was pulled. So
say it, man. Just say it.
What?
It's bad. It's almost laughable at this point, bro. Because I don't think we can get any worse. You know what I mean? I'm 100% at this point, like, sold on the fact that there's nothing but blue skies and green patches in front of us, man. It's got to get better.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. So we got 12-man personnel, 2 to each side. 2 is in the shotgun. Ahmed's to his left. It's a simple 4-man rush, and Karras, he gets lost on the stunt by Hankins, and Flowers combos with Jackson, allowing Hankins to come free off the outside and wrap Tua for the sack. So watch. It's simple stuff here. Right?
Yep.
Well, there you go. So we'll show you guys from the God view. And people are acting like he's holding on to the ball too long. That's what's funny to me. Like, I've heard that so much. I'm like, I'm not seeing that. Like, the guy's at the top of his drop, and then it's over. Like, you know what I mean? If it's not out at the top of his drop, he has it's done. So you go, Karras, right? Loops around, and there you go. No one is able to free because they're in the combo block.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Jackson releases, and it's too late. Tua is done. It's over with, and so is his day, guys. I mean, you look at this tape, guys. I don't know if I can sit here and say that Tua Tagovailoa, sure, did he miss a few reads? Sure. I mean, I've shown people, especially Ben Volen, your boy Tom Brady, a 6-time champion, has missed reads. That happens. Problem is, there's just no consistency in terms of the receiving core or the offensive line in front of him right now. So it's, I don't know, guys, where this is at. I think saying that it is, sitting here and telling everyone that Tua is the problem or making the asinine proclamation that we need to draft a quarterback this year is so stupid. But let's keep going, guys. Like I said, after everything, we would have some more context to put everything into perspective for you guys, right? So let's get into this for a sec. First thing I want to show everyone, let's take a quick look at Tua's passing chart from this past game. And this is Tua's passing chart. As you can see, not many, you didn't really test beyond the 20-yard line. 17 to 22, 94 yards and a touchdown. A lot of stuff at or just beyond to the short and intermediate levels. Nothing really deep at all. Just trying to kill him at the short and intermediate. So there is his total passing chart for the game. But guys, this is why the offensive line matters so much. I wanted to show you guys this too. Guys, look at Tua from a clean pocket this year in BallGame. Check this one out. Tua Tagovailoa from a clean pocket has 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and he's the only NFL starting quarterback with 0 interceptions from a clean pocket this entire season.
Not surprised.
What does that tell me if I'm going to build a wall?
He's going to be exceptional.
If that tells me if I build a wall and I give this kid time,
he's going to be exceptional.
He is going to make everyone pay.
Yep.
And Rhino, you can X out Jay Walsh. Go ahead, hit him with the X, my friend.
Is he tripping?
No, I can't watch this. He's saying I can. You can just hit him with that X, my dude. Because I'm busy right now. So if people can't watch the facts, then I don't want to hear them because I don't like ignorance around here. So this tells you that, and you can. This tells you that it's Penei Sewell all day right now. I mean, that's what it is. But it goes further than that, guys. You saw he didn't get as many empty set looks as when you go back and you watch the tape and watch Fitz. Guys, you hear me talk about we need to be running empty sets and up tempo more with Tua Tagovailoa, correct? Well, guys, I want to hit you with some lines right now. Some stats. Tua Tagovailoa right now in the no huddle this year, he's 32 of 41 for 344 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 102 passer rating. He has 2 sacks for minus 19 yards. Tua Tagovailoa in an empty backfield, and this talks about the offensive line here, not Tua, has, because we've shown the tape every start. 34 of 42 for 281 yards, a touchdown, 0 interceptions, and again, 102 passer rating. But somehow, BallGame with this offensive line, they've managed to contribute to 5 sacks for minus 16 yards. Now, I'm sure 1 or 2 of those are on Tua, but I know 2 or 3 of those are on this offensive line.
This offensive line, right.
So, this guy, this is why you keep hearing me and BallGame. We keep talking about the up-tempo and the empty sets. Now you guys are seeing why. Just become innovative with the empty sets. You guys saw when they had Gesicki and Smythe tight end line, have one of those guys block. If Smythe is blocking instead of running a route on that blitzer 24 from the Raiders is picked up. And then because he got a hand on him and then he released out. Easily. So then that's taken away. So now Tua is just sitting there and surveying. So all 5 guys do not need to run routes. That's the point. That's the moral of the story. You can find empty sets. So, it is what it is. Right now, with how this offensive line is, up-tempo and empty sets as much as possible is the way. That is the way right now. And then you sprinkle in the 12-man personnels and you know what I mean. The 11 mans go away from being heavy 11 man. We're not like
We're not there yet.
heavy, heavy tight 11 man. We're not there yet. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, that's all that I mean, that's what it is for me, bro. That's what it is.
It just amazes me still though that people want to put it all on the kid, man.
Yeah, because they don't know football, brother.
That part.
Like, there's no other way to tell people this, but like, I don't know what to say to you. So quickly, guys, a few things. As usual, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. There's 220 of you in the room. If you'd like to donate, paypal.me/Finside. Patreon. Guys, we have 18 Patreons. There's different levels. There's a $2 level, a $5, a 10, a 15, and a 20. And it helps fund the operation and keep everything going. Because, guys, quite frankly, we get to a place where I can just sit back and do this full time. That's going to mean more content for you guys, because then it will legit be my job and not just as much as a hobby. So, Infinite Trauma, Rhino Sith, Fake Spike, Shake Money, Joe BK All Day, Ramon Casillas, Seth, Mr. Two-Bit, Slim Pickin, Red Dino, Marinos Go, Conflict, Keith Davis, your boy Trev, Josh, Tranquilize. Appreciate all of my Patreons, and I appreciate all of you who take the time to spend a couple hours with us, whichever night I go live, whether it's with BallGame or whomever. And then, just to hit the like button and show love. I appreciate all of you. And I know BallGame does.
Yes,
we look forward to doing this for you guys to educate. And guys, grab official Finside the NFL merch. That's Steve Sarkisian meme. That is up there right now. Teespring.com stores/Finside the NFL. Of course, this is the year 10% off with code FINSIDE. There is the link. And Rhino, pay attention, my dude. Guys, here is something special for you. If you go over to Patch Vibes right now and you use code FREEPATCHFINS, you will get a free Miami Dolphins silver 25th anniversary patch with your order. What's that, guys? Well, I'm going to show you what that is. That is this. That is the silver. That's the 1999 season. So if you got a throwback, you can throw it on there, whatever the case may be. That's coming for free with your order. Just use code FREE PATCHFINS at patchvibes.com, guys. BallGame, we've hit the 2-hour mark, my dude. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, my guy?
Just leave the kid alone, man. Sick of it.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm up to here with that foolishness, man. I mean, I don't know how much we need to break down, and I don't want people to understand. I don't even enjoy talking about our guys like this, but it's necessary, because if they can't accept criticism for a job that they're getting paid to do, which is still in my mind a child's game, then you go find something else to do. You got to protect the asset. You got to protect the future. We got him now. Do your job. That's it. And hopefully, if they're listening to this, they don't take it to heart. I think they're great people. They're Dolphins. So, I just want them to get better. And they should be striving to get better. At the end of the day, mediocrity ain't gonna get it. Not with not when you got Tua to protect.
Yeah. My problem continues to be, and the reason why me and guys, we can only educate as much, but our goal is to give you guys the context of why things are happening the way they're happening. Damien, you're out there. Rhino, you're out there. Go check your DMs right now, my dudes. Go check your Twitter DMs, guys. Other than that, I will be back, guys, on Thursday night. All right? On Thursday night, me and Dante Collinelli, you know how much I love the homie Dante Collinelli, we're going to break down Tua's game against the Raiders a little bit further. Another man who's broken down the All-22 and does a fantastic job. We're going to break it down further. We got clips we're going to bring out, and we're going to compare Fitz and Tua and show you guys some things. And then on top of that, me and Dante, guys, we are going to talk about the number 3 overall pick. And the Penei Sewell, You know the talk is going to be there. So, guys, Thursday night, around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, give or take, Dante Colonelli will be on Finside the NFL. A little bit more film comparing Fitz and Tua against the Raiders. And we'll be going over the number 3 pick. And then on Friday, I got a special treat for you guys. All right. It's either going to be your boy with Sorty and Josh Houts to preview the Bills game, or it's going to be your boy Reason with Kevin Dern from Dolphins Talk, who I guys showed you that QBA, QBB stuff from yesterday. That was from his mind. So we'll be bringing him on. He breaks down all 22 as well. So we'll be bringing him on Friday, and we'll be previewing. He's either going to be on this week if Sorty and Houts flop for the Friday show, or he is going to be on next week sometime. And if we have a playoff game, God willing, he'll be on that preview show. So, guys, we got the guests coming up. Y'all already know what time it is, baby. Big things coming because we're getting into playoff season. We don't stop. And you know what? I hope we make the playoffs because I want to break some playoff all-22 down with BallGame in a couple weeks. That sounds mighty fine to me. So, guys, we will see you on Thursday night. Y'all already know what time it is. Up until then, fins up all day, every day. Stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, everyone.